currently in the underground city. Look. I'm glad I didn't try to squeeze through. I didn't even realise that there's so much more. Look at how amazing this place is. They're all built in spirals. So it slowly spirals down to the bottom floor with the ventilation in the middle. The air down here is surprisingly great. It's very easy to breathe. Removes the feeling of claustrophobia.
You can feel the cold air.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's on. Oh, I think if you see the example.
They kept these all really short and narrow so that the Roman soldiers wouldn't be able to fit through with all their armour. There's an unfinished room, and here is a backup well. What they used to do is tunnel around and then wait for it to oxidise, so the cave walls would harden up. Here is the old church. Someone's left their darts down here.
Would have been like the
Writing on the wall.
Just
And here's the stone door.
Did they have like wheelbarrows?
They used to push out.
Wheelbarrows? Is that?
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Wow. I would not want to be that guy.
This one actually.
Here is one of the caves that connect these ancient cities together. In total there's 150 plus, and legend has it that we're all connected by little caves.
Yeah.
Is this where we get speared?
Yeah.
Why am I first?
Oh, because you get the light age.
We send the youngest first.
Okay.
Are we going the whole way? Whoa!
No, this is the rock, I think. The wheel looking rock, right?
The people who were hiding in here from the Romans used to sit here and then open the lid and spear down and kill any of the Romans who were invading these underground cities. And down here is where they would bury their dead.
Wow, this is tiny.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Is it shrink?
Wow.
Oh my god, my head.
Oh, I'm through.
Here are the graves. Right behind me is a 3rd century BC Christian monastery cut into the side of this cliff. Let's go check it out. Exploring the monastery built by Christians hundreds of years ago in the side of the mountain. I actually think this dates back to around 300 BC. So it's over 1,000, almost 2,000 years old. Wow, look at it. It starts down there. It's just carved all the way up. And this rock here has been oxidized, so it's hard. Whereas the stuff on the ground hasn't. So it just breaks like sand, which you can see with my foot. But this here is the same rock as this. Only that's been, oh, geez, I'm getting blasted. Only that's been exposed for longer. Look at this place.
All the people.
Yeah, look at the painting.
That's amazing. Absolutely.
Wow. The paintings up here are absolutely insane. Oh, sweet. Wow. It's not every day that you're in a place like this. Look at it. Wow. These buildings here is what Tatooine is based off in Star Wars, and they weren't allowed to film here by the Turkish Ministry of Travel. So they just took photos, went home, and recreated the set in Hollywood.
Let's get Dan and then we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Oh, geez, another way.
what gets me is there's only a few centimeters between us and the level under us. And it's all made out of sand. How safe can that be? Like, look at it here. I missed it, but someone just proposed up there, and my bus comes in a minute. So I've got to race down the stairs to the bottom of the monastery to make sure I don't miss it. Because, I mean, I'd be able to sleep here. This place is sick. Look at it. It's not every day you're in a 3rd, 4th century BC Christian church, monastery thing, whatever the correct term is. It's so insanely cool. And there again is a good view of where they train the nuns. Here is where the men were trained. And then this whole area was later turned into a hotel along the Silk Road by the Seljuk Turks. Wow. So places like this, where livestock would have been kept, and these would have been used as troughs, were later used by the Seljuk Turks for food storage, and some people would keep their items here. Woo! And they would stay here for 3 to 4 days before continuing along their voyage on the Silk Road. And here is a perfect example of where the monastery used to protrude from the cliff face, a couple 100 meters almost, and has since collapsed. They've built their civilization and it can just be crumbled like that. It's insane. And that's a sheer cliff drop. A few years ago, just up there, someone jumped the fence, which is just hidden out of view by this rock face here, and the rock face actually fell and broke away underneath him, and he died. The old style buildings here made out of this rock, whoop, just slipped, made out of these stone bricks, are actually taken from inside the monastery up there and were brought down hundreds of years ago to make this village. So all of these bricks were once inside the monastery. No one's happy with me at the moment, so I suggested we climb up here. All the faces have been scratched out because in Islam you can't have a depiction of someone's face or eyes. So after, when the Seljuk Turks took over, they destroyed all of the face. The people that lived here believed if they got themselves painted onto the walls of the church, they would go to heaven. But I think they were already there. Wow. I have come to love Cappadocia, and I wish I was spending a month here, not one night. So to extend as much as possible, I cancelled my night bus from here to Antalya, which is also meant to be beautiful, so I can at least have one more day in this amazing place. It is honestly one of the best places I've ever been. I probably say that about most places I go to, because everywhere's awesome, really. But here is like next level. Like here, I've just arrived at Pigeon Valley. Look at it. Wow. Just, it's the most unbelievable place on earth. Oh, I love this place. I wish I could have extended it, but I have a flight to Beirut on the 8th early in the morning, where I'm gonna head to Lebanon for a few days before I'm off to Syria. Woo! Very keen. Very keen. But wow, this place is amazing. It's so cool. And if you do get the chance to spend time here, rent a car, head to one of the national parks, and after you've done like a tour, the government like separates them into like the red tour and the green tour, and they like, no matter who you book through, they all pretty much go to the same place. Once you do a tour, just rent the car and go at it yourself. just the places you can see. And when you go there by yourself and you're exploring these cave underground cities that have been there for 1,000 years, it's like out of the world. Like you can just walk down like some random passageway and there's, you know, 1,000-year-old Christian reliefs on the wall for, you know, St. George or St. Michael or something. It's so cool. One of the most amazing places on the planet. This should be one of the wonders of the world. They call this place Pigeon Valley. Wow, late recovery after last night. So right now I've wandered off into the Pigeon Valley itself to have a look at the inside of where they used to keep the pigeons. So each of these cubby holes were for the pigeons, and it's worn away here, but they used to fly out from the entrance there or here, which I don't want to get too close to the edge because this sandstone is known for sliding off into the abyss, and lots of people have died from these landslides. But look at the view. On the way I found this bloke who owns this like ATV company behind me, and he said if I head under this thing and down that way I'll get to Rose Valley and Red Valley, which sound exciting to me. I'm a little bit worried about going off the path too far, because yesterday when I was doing it there was like millions of holes in the ground and they start like squeaking at you, and I've been told there's snakes here. I'm hoping they're just mice or something, but you never really know. Anyway, I'm not going to let it stop me because I am more than keen to go and see some more Cappadocia. Wow, Turkish people are just so nice. I was like walking up there and I saw this farmer and I was just like, you know, hello, and he's like, oh, you've gone the wrong way, and yeah, otherwise it would have been lost. See, it always works out to talk to strangers. Any of that advice you get about not talking to strangers is a bunch of baloney, because I must have been like lured into some sort of, into some sort of trap. But I don't care, this is cool, this is a cool trap, if it is one. I have found the valley. I think I'm gonna start by heading over there, and then I'm gonna slowly head up through the valley. This is so cool. I've got the whole place to myself. I don't know where the tours are, but they're not here. Wow, I'm unbelievably excited. And on a positive note, the ground hasn't started squeaking at me yet, so you know, whatever that was yesterday, like 50 k's from here, isn't here today. So that's a bonus. I've got this whole valley to myself. How unbelievably cool. Like 1,000-year-old ruins that you can just explore and check out, and I wonder what hidden secrets I can find in here today. Hello, look at what we have here. Ooh, first ruin of the, oh, there they are. These damn holes that squeak at you. First ruin of the day. Oh, looks like someone's living in there. Or was living in there recently. Huh. Not a fan of these squeaking holes. Oh. It is 11:30 a.m. on a Monday morning, and I am here. Woo! I was gonna go up there, which I think I still might do in a few hours. But that looks awesome. Oh look, there's people going to it. Wow, hello civilization. Hello. Didn't say hi back. It's okay, it's okay. I'm very intrigued by this line that starts here and then very gradually sort of ascends. And it goes from different mountains, like those aren't connected there, and that mountain's a good 500 meters behind that one there. So how, why? Confusing place. See, if I was here 1,000 years ago, all of these entrances and rooms and secret tunnels all would have been hidden. It's only because of the erosion in the area that the rocks have actually slid off and we can see all the way into what used to be enclosed rooms. Oh, I mean, wow. Holy shit. Okay. A lot of them are very small houses, but if you can find the right house, you can also find the entrance to the underground cities. Unfortunately, this house doesn't have an entrance. I didn't even realize that there's so much more up there. I'm gonna walk around, do a loop and see if there's any possibility that I can get all the way up into the second floor. I mean, it's like a little thing there, but I'm not a mountain goat, unfortunately, which these people seem to be, because like there is an old doorway. It's like 10 meters off the ground. How are these people doing this? I mean, there's not even like any rubble there, like the staircase or something's like eroded. This place is full of mountain goats. I'm glad I didn't try to squeeze through that little entrance because there was just a path that led all the way around, and I'm going to check and see there's a door here, and I'm assuming there's another door on the other side, and check and see if they're open. And it looks like I'm in luck. Oh, God, I'm gonna have massive calves by the time I get home. Okay, how am I gonna get in there? I'll be back. I stared at this cane for a good 2 minutes, thinking it was a snake. My eyes are going. Okay. Got my flashlight. Oh, there's a lot of rubbish in here. I'm worried about the entrance collapsing. Looks like I can get through there on the other side. There we go. Wow, it's really starting to get short. These people must not have eaten much. They never seem to have grown. I wonder if that was left here by the original Christians. You know, Christians are known for their plastic wrappers. Through that better than I can. Okay, that is this little section done. Woo! And that is Cappadocia.